I really wanted to like this figure. With every nook and cranny of my heart, I wanted this to be good and do well, so that third party could get out of its sunbow rut and start experimenting with cooler, more out there designs, both from other continuities and entirely original. But Trojan Horse Waspinator just isn't the figure that can do that. Looks-wise, I have no complaints. If your plan is to leave it in one mode or the other, you're in for a real treat. The head sculpt is gorgeous, immaculately sculpted, painted, and wonderfully stylized. The whole thing most certainly does not fall into third-party syndrome. It commits to an aesthetic and does it immensely well. The paint and tapographs are extremely crisp. The whole matte finish is divine, both on camera and off. And there's plenty of articulation here that should hypothetically work. And the helicopter mode continues to push the pretty. The panels are cleverly disguised and the paintwork is given extra room to breathe and shine. It gives me a glimpse into a world where Iron Factory Death Cobra was actually good. I have no complaints with how it looks. No doubts from what you see here, it's flawless. What I take issue with is how it feels. The plastic is insanely gross. Cheap as shit to the point of giving Zeta a run for its money. And for how expensive it is, that's ridiculous. The hardware holding it together, screw, pin, and glue-wise, is incredibly weak. Trying to move this thing around is just asking for bits to fall off. And in many cases, they have, as I was trying to get my fingers into it. But I dare not do that again after this video is done, because the transformation is nightmarish. No matter how many years I spend with this thing, it just repeatedly spits back in my face and laughs, screaming skill issue over and over, so to speak. I don't know who's responsible for Trojan Horse. Outside of knowing they paid for Amazing Spino's character design legally and didn't steal or anything, aside from copyright theft of course, but I do know they followed the same school of thought as Alien Attack. Faux parts have their use. You cannot make every minute panel the real part of the vehicle mode. Eventually, you're just going to end up with a nightmare of engineering that is wholly antithetical to the concept of Transformers toys. Toys! They are toys! If transforming your figure requires a doctorate in rocket surgery, you have failed! And it's a genuine shame because much like Amazing Spino's work, this figure genuinely looks fantastic. However, unlike his work, there's no consideration for why everything is in the place it is. It's no wonder they gave up before they released their Dinobots. As much as I would have loved to have seen it someday, with this style of engineering, perhaps we were spared. It does sadden me though, because this does seem like the last great bastion of third-party stylization that doesn't crash wholesale into third-party syndrome. Nothing since has hit this level of visual brilliance, at least yet. I do hope it does someday, and that it actually makes an impact.